Okay, what we're going to do today is go ahead and call some brokers because I haven't had much luck lately. So sometimes you just have to take some action. We're just going to take some action here. So I'm going to go ahead and call and email some brokers. Let's see the phone number here. It's a little late, so I probably won't get any answers, but let's change this light.
Hi, this is Ina. Please leave your name and number, and I will get back with you. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Ina. This is Scott Burrows. I was calling about your business for sale, listed by Stephen Picard. It's the profitable home healthcare provider, Medicare and Medicaid approved in Indianapolis, Indiana, Marion County. You have it listed for $800,000. If you can be called back, my number is 317-332-2036, 317-332-2036. You can call or text me. I'm going to go ahead and shoot you a text as well, just in case you don't get this. See ya. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if that number is a good text number. It sounds like it's a personal number, so. Hi, just reaching out about the home healthcare provider that you have for sale in Marion County, Indiana. Would love to talk more about it. I have a few businesses here in Indiana and would like to add us to the portfolio potentially. My name there. Okay, message sent. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take action with this stuff. It just for whatever reason, it's not always the easiest thing to get a hold of people. And sometimes when you're just in a stagnant, at least for me, when I'm in a stagnant place, I gotta get moving and just go in the direction that I want to go, and hopefully it works out. None of these look interesting so far. I've already reached out about the construction company. The cash flow was super low on that one. FedEx route, I see a lot of those often, and if I see something a lot of times, I don't generally want to go and check it out. Trunk removal service, there's nothing unique about that. Let's take a look though. Never know. Gross revenue 165. Yeah, you can't do anything with that. Art related business for sale. Yeah, I mean, this is not even worth it. Even if I were to get it at the price that they're offering it at, I think there's only 3 employees in this one. Yeah, 3 employees. One of them is probably the owner. And it's a frame shop. I don't know if. Let's go ahead and give them a call. Never know.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect.
Oh, we're going to need a call. Hi, this is Scott Burrows.
Hi, I missed a call from this number.
Yes, I was calling about your business for sale, your home healthcare business.
You were the one who called earlier, right?
Oh, I just called 5 minutes ago. I've never called before.
Somebody else called earlier, and then I had an emergency, and I dealt with that whole day. Yeah, so here is our situation, and I'm actually walking with my husband. We're both owners of the company.
Oh, okay. This is a bad time. We can talk later.
No, it's okay. It's actually a good time. It's the best time.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are, we're on 2 companies, and one of the companies is Skilled Home Healthcare. And we are talking to somebody. We don't know what will happen with that, but we're at the stage of putting together a contract for that skilled entity.
Oh, okay.
We don't know if it will get sold or not get sold, but that's where we are.
Okay.
What is it?
What are your hopes? Yeah.
What is your interest in? What are you looking for?
Yeah. So I'm generally always looking for businesses. I live in the Indianapolis area, so I just been seeing this one come up a couple times now. It's been on for I think you've had it up for maybe a month or so, a couple months.
Yeah, we've had it for a lot of that.
Longer than that.
Longer than that? Yeah, I'm always looking on here.
We have two healthcare companies, and the one that we have listed is our skilled care.
Okay.
Which is the smaller of the two, and that's the one that we're trying to finalize a purchase agreement on, but they really quick close. So hopefully, we've already gone through due diligence. Hopefully, we're pretty good on that. And then the other one is our personal care company, which is non-skilled, and it's a more profitable but easier company to run.
Okay, so you guys are hanging on to that one.
For now, we are, but we are open to talk to people if there are people who are interested. Do you understand home health or?
Yeah, so my mother-in-law works in home health. My mother actually takes care of people as well. I don't know anybody in home health as far as running the business side of it. I do have two businesses. One of my businesses does about $2.5 million a year, and we have about 70 employees. The other business they're both in the food service world, so it's very involved and very at least for the employees. I'm not super involved in either, but as far as the logistics, it's pretty much running. One of them runs almost 24/7. So basically, I'm just trying to diversify away from food service. I have about 120 employees right now. And so we're doing I think we do around $5.5 million in revenue a year. And so just trying to diversify away from that a little bit and reinvest some of the funds into other types of businesses. And this one makes a lot of sense because it's a growing industry as people age out of the workforce.
The one that we're currently not really marketing.
We have a lot of interest
to sell the skilled care, which is the one that takes the most time.
Uh-huh.
The reason we're doing that is because we're a little on the older side and we're ready to simplify our lives and be able to spend more time traveling and visiting our kids and grandkids. The personal care is easy enough for us to run.
Sure.
But, that one, we also would sell if the conditions were right.
Okay, and what does that look like for you guys? Conditions are right? What do you mean by that?
If we could get like the minimum we need to get out of it.
Okay, and I guess what is it? I mean, I don't. I'm sure you guys want me to sign like an NDA. I'm not going to disclose anything, but what is the amount you need for it, and what is it doing a year for, like, as far as what goes to you guys every year? I'm just trying to think in terms of like if I were to get a loan or if I were to use cash, what would I, how would that look?
We're hoping to, we talk to
sale.
a lot of people who are big operators from other states who are ready to pay cash. What we would anticipate for 2024 is gross revenues of about maybe 2.2 million and a net profit of around 800 to 900,000. Could be even more, but that's my guesstimate right now.
Said you've been running this for?
Since about 2010, I think.
2010, okay. And what is so the one area that I'm always kind of curious about is like kind of tricky with healthcare is the billing side of it. What is typical like wait time on billing for you guys with the
One reason why it's such an attractive business is that 99% of our business is Indiana Medicaid waiver.
Okay.
And basically, if we have our employees work this Sunday through Saturday, we would bill it the following Tuesday or Wednesday, and it hits our account the following Wednesday.
Really? That fast?
Yep.
And it's, 100%, there's no, there aren't questions about it. It just, we work it, we bill it, we get paid.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really good. And how much, I guess, so what are you guys looking for this? What are you guys looking to get for this business then? I mean, it's doing very well.
I talked to the broker who we don't want to be exclusive with.
Yeah, because they charge like 8%.
Yes, they do charge a lot.
They charge a lot of money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of interest. We have at least 3 people who can't wait to see if we're going to sell skilled, because they would love to go with a non-skilled, and we would not do anything with non-skilled until we took care of the skilled.
Correct.
So, when we talked, he said it was between 4 and 5 times EBITDA. That's what they felt, and they said if the market is competitive, which it is, it could go even, higher than 5. So we would just need to make sure that it makes sense for us to sell it now.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's easy to run. It's not.
It's growing right now.
It's growing very easily. And even if you add 5 new clients, it creates, the hourly rate is,
Yeah,
what is it?
What they pay is $34.50 something an hour, and what we pay on attendance is
Around 16.
16 to 17.
Yeah, and then with payroll, you're probably around 18, 19. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, the one thing that's really tricky right now is interest rates. So like, I don't know who's, as far as what is being offered and all that. Are these people talking about like earnouts and stuff like that, or are they just talking about?
No, we would not want that. We would want to, if we sell, we would want to be done.
Be done with it. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, like the lowest you would take on this one would be 3.2, and the highest you're hoping for like almost 5 million.
Yeah, we would not sell it for 3.2. I think the lowest we would sell it for 4.5.
4.5. Okay, so let me just do some quick numbers here. Give me just a second. I'm going to go into my calculator. Let's see here. Just curious about.
Because if it goes like even with the way it is now, it
Yeah.
goes maybe 850. You add literally 4 more clients,
Yeah.
and you are,
Yeah, I'm just going to run the numbers real quick if you don't mind. Just a second. I'm just going to kind of see what these look like. Because right now, at least for me, I don't have a bunch of money. I have money, but I don't have like 5 million in cash. So I'd be looking at, so my cost would be at an interest rate. So both my SBA loans, one is $1.6 million at 10.5%. The other one's 11%. So I'm paying 10.5. Let's just say I pay 10.5 right now. On 4.5 million, I'd be at 52,000 a month. So that's
interest loans. They're really not good now. That's for sure.
yeah. So I'd be at like 672,000 a year. So it still would make money, and it probably does enough to cover it. But yeah, 4.5 would be challenging because I don't have I don't have millions sitting around like a lot of these private equity companies. I'm assuming that you guys are talking to.
I think because they have such big companies where
they're just raising funds. Yeah, they're just raising funds from people.
Yeah, could just
Well, yeah, because you can raise funds all day, right? And pay out 10% to your investors, and they're going to be very happy. Or 8%, and that's what they're doing. That's all they're doing. It's just me, I don't have the backing of these big guys, but yeah.
The other one, we'll see. I would guess in the next couple of weeks we'll have a pretty
better
definite
idea.
idea if that's what we do or not.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, then we would want to sell both.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could probably raise some funds if I'm assuming you guys have a ton of people, so just keep me in mind. I own. Where do you guys live? Where in town do you live?
We live in Carmel, but our office is on 91st and Meridian.
Okay. Have you guys heard of Taylor's Bakery?
Yeah.
So I own Taylor's Bakery. Yeah, I own Taylor's Bakery.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
I just went there a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah. You can't go wrong with the king cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have tasted the product, and then I also own Mozzie's Pizza, which is in Greenfield. So that's my two companies. So I'm trying to get rid of money every year before a tax man comes. But it's hard for me to come up with like $1 million because usually what happens is all the money comes in like December, and then tax man comes and takes 50% of it. So I'm trying to find things to do with it. Now, have you guys said you don't want to do an earnout, which I completely get. Have you thought of like the tax consequences of selling at like 5 million? How much taxes you're going to pay?
Yeah,
Are you-
working with somebody to try to address that.
Yeah,
Just take that.
yeah, because it's going to be like 40%. Like I just got a bill from the IRS or my accountant called me and said, you're going to owe 200 grand. I'm like, what? So luckily I had like businesses I had just purchased and real estate. But if you don't have those two, it's like you could probably give 2 million of that to the IRS.
It is a long-term capital gain, so it'll be a little less.
That's good. Is it 20% right now? 20%, I think.
Yeah, it's about 20.
Yeah, 20%. So you'll be paying $1 million in capital gains, roughly. Yeah, it's that's the tricky part with this whole business buying and selling thing. Even for me, the buying part of it, I'm using money that I get from the businesses, and then I have to buy businesses where I can then offset the money I used because that money is technically pre-tax, and I need to pay taxes on it, right? So, yeah, 40% for me. Yeah, it's 40%. So yeah. No, it was great to meet you guys. It sounds like you have a lot of interest on these. So I'm happy for you guys. You guys have put in a lot of work on these, so I can. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice payout pretty soon, hopefully.
What was your first name?
Scotty, Scotty Burrows. And this is I'll give you my cell phone. This is not my cell phone. This is my company phone. But my personal phone is 317.
You could text me.
Oh yeah. I'll text it to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, but if for some reason you're looking down the road and for whatever reason people are being flaky, just give me a call. I could probably do 4 million pretty easily. I don't know if I can get a bank because I think I have to be at a 1.3 DSCR on a loan. So it has to cover the loan by 30%. So if I'm at 650,000, I have to be at like what would that be? 600 and
Close to $1 million.
Close to it. I would be like 875, 900 would need to be like the profit. So for a bank to latch onto it.
I think I'd be there. I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
At the end of the year, we've gone up more than 5,000 a week.
wow, that's incredible! Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's got to be great. How are you guys? How are you guys getting the jobs? Is it just coming to you like referrals or what?
Yeah, that's the other thing. We are where we are, having done very little marketing.
Yeah.
Which is where.
Because we're on adoption agencies.
Let's get into all this.
We started adoption many years ago.
Okay.
I'm a clinical social worker, and Steve is an attorney. He's American. And,
Okay.
And we started, so we run it over 25 years. And then we started home health care agency because, I'm from Ukraine and my father was ill. And it was such a nightmare to find the right caregiver. So I told Steve, I said, we should start home health care company. He said, you're crazy. And I said, probably, but let's do it. So we went to all these classes and it was, honestly, I look back and I'm thinking, how many people ripped us off along the way? And
Yeah.
There's a good association in town that offers what they call like 101 classes where you can learn a lot about the businesses, the personal services, and the home health care. And they teach them probably once or twice a year.
Yeah, and they were saying like it will cost you a lot of money and time, and I was like, we're running adoption agency. We're not like completely coming, and oh my God, they were right. We did not have a clue. It's such a completely from the skilled side, and things are different now. I mean, obviously it was a learning curve and stuff like that, but yeah, that's how we ended up with both helping young and helping old.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Cool story, guys. Yeah, my wife's from Nigeria, so I'm used to she's still,
Well, that's awesome.
she's still waiting. We're still waiting on her to get a green card and stuff, but visa.
That's great.
But yeah, so.
Because you know what? We love to work with people from like Nigeria and Ukraine and all these countries just because, I'm from Ukraine and I understand cultural differences and I love them. And
yeah.
so it's, with her being from Nigeria would be very helpful because there are so many people who don't understand that they could actually take care of their loved one and to get paid. And
that's a lot of our clients and staff are African. They're great clients and they're great employees.
For a home health care company, it might even be your guys' company. I have no idea. I have not a clue, but my mom works like just taking care of people, like taking care of a lady every day. So, but she doesn't have a company or anything. But that's how I kind of have familiarity with what it is. But I know it's very complex and it's a very demanding as far as like you have to have people there at all times, right? So.
You have to have dependable people. When you have good, honest people working for you. Yeah,
that's the hard part.
You're not an IU business school grad, are you?
No. No, my brother is. My brother went to Kelly, but no, not me. I went to LSU, so.
Oh, no kidding. I spent my first 2 years at Tulane.
Okay, nice. Okay.
And then I went to IU and got my business degree.
Okay, yep. My brother did too. My wife went to Luddy at IU Bloomington, Luddy School of Informatics. So she just graduated there a year ago. Now she's in New York City and works at IBM in consulting. So, but yeah, it's just me. I'm just doing this stuff on my own. But it was great to meet you guys. Hopefully I didn't take up too much of your time. It sounds like you guys are going to get a nice. Hopefully you guys get a nice little bump to the piggy bank here pretty soon. I'm sure you're going to get just try to buy some real estate. That'll be a good way to bonus depreciate it. That's okay. So you can buy like a big, huge building, $4 million, pop it in and get about $1.2 million write-off, and that should take care of your taxes.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing right now. I just bought that $1 million building. It's going to give me, with a cost study or a cost segregation study, I'm going to get about $350 for depreciation. So that should help you guys.
You sound very interesting. You're sounding quite an entrepreneur. How old are you, if I could ask?
Yeah, 34. I'm 34.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
Congrats.
no, thank you guys. Yeah. So
our oldest also graduated from Kelly School, but he's 40.
Okay.
And then the other two are 29 and 27.
Okay. So similar ages. I'm surprised they don't take these over.
The oldest one has a jet company, and he came with me from Ukraine. He was F-16 pilot, and
Wow.
Air Force 2 pilot, and now
Awesome.
he has developed real estate in DC, and now he is bought a jet company, and they fly organs and they fly executives all over the country.
Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, and the middle one works in entertainment, like the company which does Yellowstone.
Oh yeah.
Director of development and.
Wow. You guys have some impressive kids.
Yeah, also works in that, but we have to come and visit them because they're all over the country.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
It is.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be grandkids soon that you can go visit.
We're visiting them. That's why we need to be done with all of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Love to you and text me the number and and your name and so I have it.
Yeah, no problem, May. If you guys ever need king cakes, you know who to come to.
Yep, for sure. Every year.
Okay, well, thank you so much and great hearing your story. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. You too. You too. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was a no-go. Wanted too much money. 5 to 6 times, fucking brokers. Well, signing off now. That was depressing. No, let's try one more. You never know. It's just activity. I was hoping they would say 3 times, 4 times, or like the lowest we would go is 4 times. Bummer. Let me text them my number. Texting works. So they called me probably because of the texting. I send them a video too. Never know, that might help. Hey guys, thanks for the time earlier. It was great to hear your story. Hopefully we can do business together in the future. I just sent you over my text, my phone number, and my email. I'll send over my bank statements and my personal financial statements as soon as I get them, as soon as I get your email. So again, thanks for your time. Congratulations on your story, on your hopefully soon retirement, and raising a bunch of great kids. It was great to meet you. Okay, next one. Okay, I looked at this one. It won't cash flow, 50 grand, and the guy wants me to work in it and basically be an employee, which is kind of confusing. I'm like, am I buying it or am I just your employee, your operations manager? Indoor gun range, I'm pretty sure this one does not cash flow. NOI $50,000, so they're making 50 grand. Oh, that's funny. Okay. This one we've already looked at. This one looked at. Don't like FedEx. Don't like junk services. Psychologist. I'm not a psychologist. This one I've looked at. Not good enough cash flow. Not a good spot. This one I looked at. Not good. Not good. They want the real estate to be bought with it, and it's not profitable when you include that. This one I've also looked at. Again, as you can see the numbers here, $100,000 for $2 million loan. That's just not enough margin there. Not enough margin. Might have a good tax write-off for the FF&E. That'd be a nice tax write-off. But the numbers just don't make sense. Not only that, but it's very skilled. Could see if it's if there's any willingness to go down on the price. The bank's just going to want more cash flow than this. That's the issue with this one. Let's try calling him.
reached the voicemail of Jess Lawhead. Please leave your name and number, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.
Hey, Jess, Scott here. We talked a couple of months ago about this listing that you have. It's for a municipal truck and maintenance equipment repair business in Indiana. You have it listed for $1.9 million. I think at the time I had signed an NDA, but didn't really go anywhere after that. Just checking to see if it's under LOI already or if it's getting ready to close. If not, I might be interested. I don't know if I'm interested at the 1.9, probably closer to the 1.7 number. But yeah, I could definitely close it. Definitely have the cash on hand to close it. Just want to make sure that it cash flows enough. When I'm looking at a mortgage calculator here at 1.9 million, let's see if I go 190,000 down. I'm looking at a 10.5, which is what it's running right now, if not more, because rates keep going up. Looking at 23,000 a month. So that's roughly 270,000 a year, right? And this is doing what is this doing? 406,000 a year. So it's roughly doing 130,000 after debt. So it should be enough to clear it. It's just a small margin when you have a lot of big equipment like that with a lot of repairs. And I'm assuming they're probably getting older too. But I am interested. I just want to make sure that it works before I start into the process, unless you guys have already kind of got rid of it. So number is 317-332-2036, 317-332-2036. Give me a call or text me with whatever time works best for you if it's not already under contract and close to closing. So talk to you later, Jess. Thank you. This is not a text number. I think I have his number on my other phone. Let's just Google it. There he is right there. There's his phone number. See that? See how easy that is? Easy peasy. So 317-659-5386. I'm going to go to my phone numbers here. Paste it in. Following up about a listing that you have for a municipal maintenance equipment and repair supply company in Indiana. Just wanted to see if it's under contract already or if it's closing. And if not, I would probably be interested at the 1.6 to 1.7 million number, if that's on the table. I have two companies in Indiana and can fund the loans with a 10% down payment. Have a great night, Scotty. Okay, I don't know if that's a not iPhone, so it's hard to tell if it's a text number or not. This one could be interesting. I don't like the 2022 specialty truck conversions. This is interesting. Real estate's not included. They want $1 million for real estate. See, that's what always kills these deals. I bet this cash flow number is probably not including the rent. Well, maybe. It might be. Whenever you see a big discrepancy like this, usually that's because they're renting them to themselves. Some weird convoluted thing. Don't know why they do that. Unless they're set up as an S corporation, which would be double taxed. Or C corporation. Sorry. Michael Perez. Probably find his number here. Specialty conversions. Phone number. Michael's Trucks Works. Arizona, no, that's not it. Okay, so this is a just fill out the form. Send a message out. Nothing really looks good here. Negative 27,000. That's not good. Inflatable water park for sale. Amazing opportunity. Investing in another business is never a good. I've already called about this one. I think it's just too much. I don't really want to come up with $580,000. This would be interesting if I had $1 million or $2 million, but I don't. Insurance offices are tricky because they're very relationship based. So this one's pretty much worth nothing unless you're an insurance agent. And even then, it might not be worth that much. I mean, look at this veterinary practice, $255,000 with the real estate. You're basically buying the house. Plumbing. That's probably a franchise. Another franchise, become the owner. Sewing shop, you lose money on it. Sale pending. Yeah, that's why it's in the title. Software based. What does the software do the vending route for you? Like that somehow magically makes it worth more. High volume service business with big margins. I've looked this one up. Not a good. Not very good. Pretty much was dead all the time. Walk-in clinic. Successful doggy daycare and boarding business. Evansville, Indiana. Too far. Yeah, really anything under like 150,000 in cash flow is just not. It's going to be hard to make it work unless you grow it. Another franchise. Whenever you see something like net cash flow is 240, or 288, I'm sorry, and they're selling for 299. It's usually a franchise. Not even worth looking at. Funeral business, not really something I want to get into. And they don't own the real estate. If they own the real estate, I might be interested. Roofing business with unique technology advantages. See, whenever they're doing that, it's like they're trying to sell the technology as part of the business, but it doesn't, you can't do, I don't understand. 3 people, okay. Both on-site training and virtual training for buyers and team members. I don't know. I think that's it for tonight, guys. Let's just finish up this page. Northwest Indiana community doesn't have the cash flow. Not gonna even look at it. Interesting. That doesn't make sense. It's probably Jiffy Lube. Already looked at this one. It's nothing. Motel, it's not. 1.3 million in revenue doesn't mean you're getting 1.3 million. You're probably getting 300,000. They're selling for 4.6 million. The loan's going to be more than what you're going to get in profit, which there would be no profit at that point. Already called about this one. It has 2 people in it. Let's go to the bottom. 2 people. They're trying to sell something that's not a business. It's a relationship. And it's just not, I don't think it's going to sell. You have to really trust yourself that you can maintain these relationships. And that's just a tricky thing to do. Because you could get this thing, and then all of a sudden now when you're going back to these companies, they're like, where's the owner? Oh, he's gone. Oh, I don't want to do business with you. I want to do business with my buddy. Then it's gone. This is actually the same company, both of these. I'm not sure why they're trying to sell these as different things. Does it make sense? Restoration business for sale. Nah. It's just not really worth it. Be worth it, I guess. I've already put in it's been open owners retiring. This could be an interesting one. Let's go ahead and fill it out. For what the seller is looking for. Have a great night. Okay, message sent. For whatever reason, they don't have a phone number on these, which is really annoying. Which Superior Sandwich, New Albany, Indiana. Cash flow 110. New Albany. See, that's a small market. That's probably why it's not doing very well. That is a very low revenue. 7 employees, only open for 4 years, moving to a different state. Yeah, sure you are. FedEx routes, I just don't like them. Machine shop, it's very, very technical. You really need to know what you're doing in that. Digital printing, sign making, large format. Oh, yeah. Why would you compete with Vistaprint? I don't understand that. It's the best value by far. Thriving cell phone repair business for sale. Oh, yeah. Sure. Well-established vending business, 27 accounts, all equipment stocked for immediate cash flow, turnkey operations. It's probably 1 employee. So they're basically selling a job, 2 employees, no seller financing. Yeah. UPS store, haven't heard good things about those. Another FedEx routes. B2B services. It's too far away. And I don't even understand what it is. I don't really like businesses where you have to go get the business for it to be repeat. In other words, you have to go find people to take orders from. I would rather have a business that you can actually just take over. And it has recurring people coming to it, like a bakery, like a pizza place. Like you have customers. A lot of these places you have to go constantly get the business, which means it's really relational based, right? So then it's based on relationships. When that guy leaves, there's nothing to guarantee you're going to keep on having people come. And this is interesting. Okay, that's not interesting. I don't even want to look when it's any other reason other than retiring. Price to sell, yeah, because you're not even making enough to pay a $13 an hour worker. Most of this stuff's crap, as you can see. What is this? Translate, this is a shitty business and we don't want to, this is a crappy business and we don't want to just divest it. We want to try to put it off on another sucker. Gross revenue 278. Cash flow 175. Young mechanic. So it's a mechanic shop. 2 people. See how they phrase this? Great opportunity for a young mechanic to own his own business. Start with a great customer following. Implying you're not going to be able to hire a manager to run it. Or another guy because there's not enough money there. They just can't get that it's just not worth that much. Already looked at this. Not good. Funeral home. One employee. And this is interesting. Numbers really work on this one. We'll see. Let's give this guy a call. I can log into my phone. Phone number 855-573-1481.
Thank you for calling. Please leave a message and your call will be returned as soon as possible.
Hi, Andy. This is Scott Burrows. I was calling about the funeral home businesses with multiple locations listing that you have in Indiana. You have it listed for $2.4 million. Cash flow of $711,000. I was calling because I'm interested in possibly discussing and seeing if I'm a good fit for this company or not. My name is Scott Burrows. I live in Rushville, Indiana, about an hour from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I own 2 businesses here in the area. And I thought this might be a really good fit for me, potentially. Again, my number is 317-332-2036, 317-332-2036. My email is scott.d.burrows@mail.com. Scott.d as in David, .burrows, B-U-R-R-O-W-S, @mail.com. Look forward to hearing back. Have a great night, Andy. Bam. Let's go ahead and email these people. iPacar. Let's go ahead and email them. Let's go to my okay. Okay. That's sent off. The lady we just spoke with, she has all the documentation now that she needs. And let's sign off for the day. Thanks for hanging around. If you hung around to the end of the video, like and subscribe, comment, helps the algorithm. Talk to you later.